What's going on, everybody? It's the Indoor Hunter, and today we're going to be talking about which weapon is the best for each animal class. If you're new to the game, or if you've been playing for a while and haven't really experimented, maybe this video will be helpful. But without further ado, let's get started. Starting with Class 1, of course, we've got one very obvious winner, and that is the 22 Virant, of course. Nothing comes close to it when it comes to versatility. This is the be-all, end-all for Class 1 animals. Typically, one shot will kill them from this weapon, and it is lethal at range. Once you get used to the accuracy out there at range, you can really reach out there and touch some rabbits, ducks, stuff like that. Really nothing comes close to it. Now, obviously, if you're hunting birds and stuff like that, a shotgun would do better, but this video is about rifles. And when it comes to Class 1, 22 Virant. Whenever it comes to Class 2 and 3 animals, this is where a really broad area of animal species kind of live. We've got Class 2 animals like red fox, and then we've got Class 3 animals like goats that are very different. For example, the 223 is more than capable of taking down red fox very easily. In fact, I actually prefer using the 223 AR in order to take out foxes or even small bobcats when I'm hunting them. But the best overall for Class 2 and 3, hands down, still is the 243. It just simply has the most power. It's just better. It has 5 rounds in the mag. It's accurate. Ammunition for it is completely free, at least as far as soft points go. It's just the better choice, safer choice. Now, obviously, you can get to experimenting with this class because, like I said, the 223 is very capable for Class 2 animals. Class 3 animals, though, you definitely want that 243. So, all in all, 243 wins this one. Class 4 through 7 is once again one of, if not the widest variety of species in the game. This is a huge swath. There's actually a ton of weapons that work well, especially for those Class 4 animals. But at the end of the day, the number one clear winner for this class is the 7mm. Truthfully, overall, I would argue that the 7mm is truly the best rifle in the game just because it has the capabilities of taking Class 4 through Class 9 animals, and just what you can do with the loadout with that type of weapon is incredible. Adds a lot to our build diversity within game. So 7mm definitely clear winner here. Now, again, there's some nuance to this. The reason the 7mm won this is because it can take Class 9 animals. If we're strictly speaking, if you don't plan on hunting Class 9 animals at all, I would actually argue that the 30-06 is the better caliber. But end of the day, 7mm wins it for Classes 4 through 7. And last, but certainly not least, we've got Class 8 through 9, and there's one definitive winner here, and that is, of course, the Zarza 300. That is the newest 300 to come to the game. It's semi-automatic, it's chambered in 300 Winchester, capable of taking out Class 8 through 9 animals, and it is just a tack driver. This gun, hands down, one of my favorite guns in the game, just because it's so much fun to use. If you don't have it, it is DLC. I highly recommend it. The other 300 caliber, which is again very, very good for Class 8 through 9, I would suggest the 300 from the Yukon DLC. It's bolt action, it's very good. And then obviously the 7mm is capable of taking Class 7 through 9. Maybe not the best for shooting buffalo and bison, but it can get the job done. Class 9 animals are typically the hardest animals in the game to take down, because we've got buffalo and Cape buffalo, water buffalo, lions, and all kinds of stuff. That being said, moose are Class 8, and I think they're the hardest animal in the game to kill. I digress. That 300, though, is very capable against those species, so you definitely need to be using it. Again, you can use the 7mm if you don't have access to those weapons. Again, this is why I say, overall, when it comes down to firearms in the game, it comes down to kind of 3 for your general run-of-the-mill loadout that you can really take on any map that you play. It's the 7mm, the 243, and the 22. You can go anywhere, do anything. Let me know in the comments below what you think is the best weapons in the game, what your preference is, what you like to use. I'll see you guys on the next one.